Hello, I'm Mike Jones. I'm the leader of your new council, Cheshire West and Chester. This council is replacing the 4 existing councils, and in doing so we are not looking to recreate any of the existing councils in the way they do things. We are looking on building on best practice and creating a new council with a new culture and a new way of doing things. Something that's fresh, lively, innovative and creative and exciting. Something that the members can be proud of and you as residents can be proud of being associated with. We are looking at how our members can integrate themselves and become involved, fully involved in your communities, to work with and support you in living and improving your quality of life. We want our members to be champions within their communities, and in doing so you'll see, following on from this, short interviews with your ward councillors so that you can recognise who they are. They're making commitments and promises to be more involved in your community and to assist you and your community groups in delivering those improvements within your communities.
Hi, I'm Mark Williams. I'm a local councillor. I represent the Boughton Heath Vicars Cross ward. I got involved with local councils about 15, 16 years ago, and it was all to do with my son, who was 5 years old. And I went to a local playing field, and I didn't like what I saw. And I got involved with the local parish, and as time goes by, you get more and more involved, and recently I've joined Cheshire West and Chester.
Hi, I'm Pamela Hall. I've lived in Chester for most of my life. I got involved a few years ago in local politics, and I always thought I'd be a councillor in another 20, 30 years when I retired, and actually thought, I'll do it now and make a contribution from a normal working person's point of view. So I'm also a parish councillor in Great Boughton, as well as being a city councillor in Chester, and also now on Cheshire West and Chester, and we're looking forward to the new challenges ahead.
Hi, my name's Keith. I've lived in Portford for the last 5 years. I decided to get involved with local politics when the new elections for Cheshire West and Chester came about last May. This is my way of giving something back to the community.
What I'd like to bring up today is one of the issues that we tend to see quite often on the door is to do with speeding and speed cameras and that type of thing. One of the things I'm hoping to try and promote is that if local residents have a problem with speeding, contact any of us 3 here and we'll get you into contact with your local parish councils, or we'll do it ourselves.
We're not very keen on the idea of fining people so much that if we can persuade them to behave, then all the better.
I think transport and cars are a big issue a lot across the whole ward, really. Particularly parking in awkward places. There's a number of schools in the area, parking on verges, parking on corners, blocking people's driveways, parking on pavements so people can't get their prams up and down. Just thoughtlessness, really. And again, it's about reminding people that they're not the only people in the world, and just trying to help them to think of neighbours.
Sometimes it's about finding solutions to things like that, because, example, I know Queen's Road and Green Lane, there's some issues, but one in particular is Chester Road. There's a large garage there, and they've sort of outgrown the premises a little bit, and they're parking on the roads. Now, one of the immediate reactions is the blocking the road is to put W lines everywhere. All you're going to do is move the traffic problem further down the road. So some of these issues need to find permanent solutions, and that's half the problem.
Another problem we have, or we will be meeting shortly because it's now the growing season, is hedges. People have got a responsibility for looking after the hedges and keep them trimmed. I don't think they fully realise the danger it can cause to either pedestrians walking along the pathway, or the fact that drivers can't see around the corner and their vision is impaired. So really it is a serious problem. It sounds silly, but it is a serious problem which the public need to take on board. What's associated with hedges is often ditches, and again, this is a time of year when they need to be cleaned out, ready for the winter, so that we can avoid any flooding problems. And it might be interesting for people to know that the ditches normally belong, like the hedge does, to the adjacent landowner, and therefore they're the people who are responsible for keeping them clean.
It's a great area. We're just about to start, on the 1st of April, we've for start off. We're creating something called some local area forums where we hope to meet you all, and let's make it a great place.
Yeah, we're really committed to making sure that it is a great place to live in all aspects, and we will be working closely with the community groups, the parish councils that are already in existence, you know, and if any of you want to come and talk to us, or you want us to come and talk about what we're doing, or you have groups that you want to work with us, you know, please get in touch. All the details are there on the website for you.
One of the key things that we want to do is to provide more facilities for the youth. In the form of BMX cycle parks, the skateboard parks. We had a few comments on this from going around to speaking to people, and I think this will make a major contribution to some of the antisocial behaviour problems.
We're looking for opportunities to get more involved and help and do everything we can. We do street surgeries. Basically, we put a leaflet out, we deliver it the day before, and then we ask you to put it in the window so we can come and knock around. We have normal surgeries, which we advertise in the local papers, and we'll be going out with the leaflets. So please help us. Get in touch.